Oh, good. Then drop. Yeah, you can post a little. If you didn't drop before, by all means post. Yeah. But keep them a little bit low. That's it. Riding like a Dutch horse. Don't let him, yeah, I could tell he has that little tendency to raise his head just a centimeter or two too high, and then his back doesn't work. Yeah? So he tightens in the withers and the pole and goes, see you later, and then he's not using his back. Good girl. That's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good. Yeah, and that's where you need him a little bit lower so he can't overreact to all kinds of things, you know. He's not such a baby anymore. Come on. Come on, keep him rounder. If you have to bring him behind the vertical, be my guest. Go. Just for a warm-up. This is a good place. Yeah, that's right. Good. That's it. That's how he has to be. He has to let go here at some point and not just tighten his pole and his withers. Good job. That's right. Let it flow. Mm-hmm. You have to access those hind legs. Yes. That's it. There we go. Okay. I think he's getting the message. Yeah. And as much as we now whine about the overbending and all this, there is a method for each horse to warm it up properly. And if he's just going to keep tightening his top line and working on not using his entire body, then you got to go have somewhere to go. And if you do it correctly, there's no harm done with a little long and low and round warm-up. Good. That's the girl. This looks nice. Good. And when you feel he is more secure and more reliable over the top line, then you can let go a little bit with the connection. Let him come out. Yeah. But this is good pre-work because you can check on how he is, both laterally and going straight. So you can take that with you when you work on the movement. Because if he isn't through, he's not going to do anything correctly. Yeah, good job. Good job. There you go. Super. That's right. Okay. And then ride the serpentine. And just turn him on the outside rein. Good. And then again, bending. Check on the bending each way. Check all your stations here. Good. That's right. Straight for a moment. And bend him the other way. Good. Yeah. Good job, girl. That's it. And as he's more reliable in the contact both sides, you can let him put his nose a little bit out and up. But not until he believes you. Good job. There you go. Super. That's right. And every step the same. You're in charge of tempo, speed, with your seat. Good. Stay on the circle up here and proceed in all the width of arena circle and proceed in canter. Just keep that contact and canter on. Well done. And forward. And forward. And a little more forward. Right. Super. Come on. That's it. Round and steady. And now you can ease up and let him get even a little longer for a moment so the canter has more volume. Super. Yeah. Good. Even more. This is the gait that you can really work him through the back and get him. Good job. Good tempo, good gesture, and he's in a nice freebie. Good. Next time on the open side, use the whole circle, and just lengthen him a couple of strides. Just a lengthen, not faster, just bigger, lengthen the canter. Go, canter on, bring him back. Very soft like that. Good job. And again, keep your connection. Don't let him come up the connection. Don't, that's right. Oh yeah? Well, you caught him at something and that made him really mad. Too bad. He has to stay on message in your hand. So when you give, he should take and go forward with his neck. Don't drop the connection. And go, and big canter and small canter, and he stays on the connection with, in particular, your reduce your snap array. Bigger again to go. He should be able to take some orders and not act like you aren't up there and he's surprised. He said, "What did you come from?" Well, he should know you're there. Good. Nice canter. The quality of the canter is fine. Okay, come down, go all the way down to A. Ride a slight shoulder in on the long side. Sort of work him all the time. Make him do something all the time. So you can't leave him to his own devices because he will think of other things to do you have no interest in. Down, center line and leg heel to the left. Just give him a job. Good. And let me know. You just want to make it that's right. He said, "Oh, that must be change." And he wasn't bad either. Turn right. Turn right to say, "No, I wasn't looking for that yet. I just want you to leg heel off the leg." Good. Keep him as straight as you can. But of course, it wasn't a bad reaction. And he just thought you wanted to change and gave you a good change. So be a little less intrusive, and leg heel to the left. If he says, "No, I'm not getting that at all." And forward, good. And here, this is funny because he was perfectly calm and steady. And then he chooses when you give him an aid to overreact to it. So you just keep asking and say, "Look, Buster, I'm not riding you too hard and you better listen." So leg heel to the left. Right where you are. Just go to the left. Okay, that's a half pass to the right. Another leg and forward and forward and forward and forward. Yeah, take charge of his mind here. Forward, good. Forward first of all and round. Good job. Yep. Stay on the circle down there and using his brain. Let him turn back because he's sure we're going to do some kind of tricks here and he's ahead. As you told me, he's ahead of you. So now get him back on your pace. Shoulder in. That's always good. When in doubt, go to the shoulder in. That gets them under control. Good. And now lengthen the canter. And don't let him overreact to that too. Go, bigger, bigger, good. Allow him to go forward, good job. There you go. Yeah, and stay on the circle on this side and lengthen the canter on the open side. It's just no interest in listening to what you really want. And go. There, that's it. And bring him back and praise him. tell him hello, that is all I wanted. Good job. Yeah. Now the canter looks like it's okay. You know, here the connection has to be consistent. And he doesn't think so. He doesn't agree with that. He thinks he can be sometimes on and sometimes off. And you better correct that impression. All the time. You're allowed to be in his mouth with a pleasant pressure. Because that is your line of communication. Good girl. That's a nice canter. Circle in the corner down here and then do a long half pass to the left across the entire ring. So he has time to think that you really want a half pass. Because he wants to run his own show. Good. And then position him to the left and sit with him to the left and look up and long half pass. Good, Jana. That's it. Nice. Good. Keep going. Keep going until he goes, yeah, she really did want it. Good. And count the canter on the turn. Well done. Now go down the long side and stay smitten to the wall. Stay on the wall, right straight, straighten yours, good, slide your left leg back and change. Sit up straight, good job, canter on like that never happened. Good, straight in and go. Circle down here, circle. You got to give him a job all the time, where he starts planning his own process, and his own program. He should have a program. Half pass right, it's got to be yours. Good girl. Yep, get going, move your hunches over more. Hunches. Come on, bring the hunches. Same thing as in the leg here. Down to your left leg. Yeah, we figured that out early. And count the canter, good job, well done. Yes, super. And canter on, put him onto the wall. Good, onto the wall. And when you're ready, right leg slides back and you give him an easy aid with it. Nothing else changes. Good job. Praise him. Right? And now do a half pass left to the center line. Keep giving him little tasks he can handle. That's right. You've got to be the one in charge here. Good. And now ride it absolutely straight. Prepare for a change. Left leg, left rein, and change. And sit absolutely still. Well done. Good. Half pass right to the center line. And just keep going like a robot. Okay? Good job. Forehand first. This side is overbending, the other side is... And now he's told the change, because now he knows the program, he thinks. Canter on. Don't punish him, just canter on. Act like you are a robot. Don't get emotional. He can't wait for you to get irritated. And you're not going to be. You're just going to keep the same thing going until you're bored and silly. Good. That's right. No, you can't just be changing. Anyway, that's right. Keep going. Getting back on the right lead, and then we canter on again. Good girl. He has a bad case of tendinitis. Half pass right, and stay in the half pass. Good girl. And keep going all the way across. This is actually quite nice. Good. And then counter. Don't let him steal the change in the corner here just because he knows what we're going to do. He doesn't. Good. There you go. Good girl. And counter down the long side. And then when you are good and ready, we do a flying change. Very quiet aim. Just slide the right leg back and keep him absolutely straight in front. And canter off. Good job. Collect him and walk. Good. Again, canter up to the walk and long rein and just sit there. All right. So what he has is a bad case of tendinitis because he's quite good at the changes actually, but he's as crooked as it could be. and overdoes the whole thing. And when you don't want to change, he expects you to somehow react to it and go, no, don't do that, which is not going to work, because he's the kind that argues and kicks back at you. Long range for a moment, let him relax. So it's not a matter of, at this point, you can't quit asking. Because then you won the whole game, right? Now you will never have any control of the changes. But what you have to take, and I have had many like this, you teach them a trick, then they use it against you. Yeah, and that's exactly what's happening here. So